As members of the Corps of Drums make last-minute preparations before marching off, the first of the many spectators arrive in Quay Street, anxious to secure a good vantage point for the ceremony which is to take place there in the shadow of the borough's ancient guild hall. An hour later, and the troop, led by the band, leaves its assembly point for Quay Street. By this time the crowds in Quay Street have grown in number, as the approaching procession makes its way through the crowds lining the High Street. It is now 11:40, and the troop enters Quay Street. Television cameramen film the scene for transmission on local news programs later in the day. The colour party, under orders from Assistant Scout Leader G. Salter, takes up its position opposite the dais. In preparation for the arrival of the mayor, the troop takes up its final position. Known affectionately as the Old Guard, the troop was formed in 1908, and it is the third oldest in the country. Today they will have the unique honour of being the first scout troop in Great Britain to be granted the freedom of a borough. It is now 11:45, and the worshipful the Mayor of Newport, Alderman Albert Chalmers, leaves the Guild Hall, led by his mace-bearers and accompanied by members of the Borough Council and civic dignitaries. They make their way to the dais, in readiness for the ceremony. The parade is now under the command of Group Scout Leader Mr. W. Wenders, who leads the general salute. Mr. Wendis now invites the Mayor to inspect the troop. The Mayor is now introduced to members of the band by its bandmaster, Mr. Archie Hallowell. Its drum major is Scout Michael Attrell. The corps is 32 strong, and their ages range from 12 to 18. There is also a plentiful number of prospective bandsmen among the 11-year-olds eagerly awaiting a place in the band. Now the Mayor is introduced to various scout leaders who are responsible for the management of scouts and venture scouts. Meanwhile, the strains of Greensleeves, arranged by the bandmaster and played by the corps band, drifts pleasantly across the watching crowds. The Mayor now meets the various club leaders who are responsible for the control and training of the two cub packs, the 36-strong Orion pack and the 36-strong Pegasus pack. With the inspection over, the time for the presentation of the framed Freedom Scroll draws near.
Friends, it has been my great pleasure within the last hour, and as the last Mayor of the Action Borough of Newport, to present to the group the freedom of the borough, and now to inspect the group. As far as I can find out, this is the only time that the freedom of the borough has been conferred upon a skate group. But if I am wrong, then it does not make less the honour in which this Action Borough holds the Old Guard. Members of the group will know that the group was founded by the late Mr. J.H. Burgess, BEM, and it originally enrolled as number 3 in the records of skating.
Mr. Mayor, Aldermen and Councillors, it gives me very great pleasure, on behalf of the First Newport Skate Group, to accept this fine gesture of the freedom of the Borough of Newport. Thank you very much.
With the speeches over, the parade now comes under the command of Assistant Group Scout Leader Vic Morey, and the troop is ordered to take up its position for the band display.
Close. Order. Light. Band, carry on. By the left. Quick. March. Left. Right. Got it on. Halt.
For a few moments we leave the band to continue its display and turn our attention to their numerous achievements in competitions throughout the country. During the last year alone they have won no less than 17 trophies, a marvellous record, you will agree. We now rejoin the band at the height of one of their drum features, and for a while let us watch and admire their skill and artistry. With the display over, Assistant Group Scout Leader Morey requests the Mayor for permission to commence the march past. The Mayor and his party leave the dais and return to the Guild Hall, flying over which for the last time is the Borough flag, a proud symbol of the Borough's ancient history. One of the troop's most treasured items marking this memorable day is this telegram from Her Majesty the Queen, congratulating them on receiving the freedom of the Borough. With most of the spectators gone, only small groups remain, reflecting on the ceremony they have just witnessed, a ceremony unique in the history of the Borough of Newport.